Data shows 74% of the American workforce actively hates their job. For most, work is a chore, a survival necessity rather than a choice. Without a clear target to move toward, they aimlessly drift between roles, offering little personal satisfaction. Now, consider a young athlete in a gym in the 1970s. He spends 5 to 6 hours a day straining under a 500-pound squat, putting his body through immense physical stress. Yet he does it with a genuine smile. Why does one person find a safe office environment miserable, while another finds physical strain euphoric? The difference isn't found in their genetics or their tolerance for discomfort. It's found in a psychological mechanism called a vision, a mental target that can reframe raw effort into a high-stakes game. Arnold Schwarzenegger grew up in post-World War II Austria, a setting defined by severe limitation and the expectation that he would follow a very traditional, predictable life path. His parents wanted him to stay in his village and become a worker or a farmer, but Arnold felt he was destined for something larger. He rejected their version of his future for a life on a much grander scale. An 11-year-old Arnold saw his first glimpse of that scale in a school documentary. He watched the massive skyscrapers and 6-lane freeways of America and decided right then that was where he needed to be. He found his specific path when he saw a magazine featuring Reg Park, a champion bodybuilder who had successfully transitioned into playing Hercules on the big screen. Arnold saw a clear trajectory. He would become a bodybuilding champion, use that fame to enter the movie industry, and build a fortune. Ambition is chaotic without a specific endpoint. By visualizing a concrete destination, Arnold was able to map out every hour of his day to reach it. This mental framework changed how he experienced work. While other lifters saw 5 hours in the gym as a burden, Arnold saw it as an opportunity. When he lifted thousands of pounds, his brain didn't register the weight as pain. He processed every heavy set as a step closer to the Mr. Universe title. Every repetition and every sit-up became a way to track his progress in real time, pulling his imagined future into the present. This level of clarity creates a sense of purpose. It makes monotonous, difficult tasks feel like a game, where every effort provides measurable forward momentum. Every vision eventually faces naysayers, the industry experts who are quick to explain why something is impossible. When Arnold tried to break into Hollywood, the consensus was he was unmarketable. Critics said his body was large and his accent was too thick for American audiences to accept. Arnold looked to figures like Nelson Mandela, who believed things only seem impossible until they are done. Where others heard no, Arnold heard yes. He didn't try to change his body or hide his voice to fit the industry. He waited for the industry to realize it needed exactly what he had. By the time he starred in Conan the Barbarian, the director admitted that Arnold's physique was the only reason the movie worked. Later, the director of The Terminator realized that the same machine-like accent critics had ridiculed was actually the key to making the character truly believable. A clear vision acts as a shield against criticism, allowing a person to take what others call a liability and turn it into their advantage. Arnold applied this same approach when he pivoted from Hollywood into global politics. Since he couldn't run for president, he set his sights on the leadership of California, one of the largest economies on Earth. Despite having no political experience, he won the governorship within months. It wasn't a stroke of luck, it was the result of a man moving toward a target he had already visualized. A vision isn't just a motivational phrase. It is a practical tool that changes how the brain handles the friction of hard work and rejection. Without a blueprint for your own life, you are destined to drift through a path designed by someone else. Arnold's career proves one thing: define a clear endpoint, ignore the critics, and make even the most difficult struggle feel like a victory.